Racism. It is a problem we deal with from the moment we are born. It has been in existence throughout the history of the United States. Let's begin by taking a look at the Latin American culture.
Hola, me llamo Kristina Moisa. Hi, my name is Kristina Moisa. You guys better know me as Chris. My family and I love to practice our culture a lot. My mom's from Mexico and my dad's from El Salvador, so I'm representing Latin America and Hispanics. We have an excellent collection of Spanish music from different Hispanic artists, and we love to cook different cuisines from our cultures, such as chicken albondiga soup and pupusas. And we love to party. We love to do different dances, such as salsa, anything that moves our hips. We love. Racism. The thing that comes to mind in racism for me is hatred and ignorance. Pretty much, racism causes hatred and is caused by ignorance. In the United States, it's no surprise that I hear racist jokes a lot. I mean, I love to listen to jokes, Mexican jokes by George Lopez. I mean, we all have to learn how to laugh at ourselves, but it sometimes gets to a point where people start to alienate a certain race or ethnicity, and that's not right.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Anderson, and I'm the cultures that are a part of me. I'm German, I'm Irish, I'm Norwegian, English, and Swedish. The way that I feel about racism, I have to say, obviously it's a problem. I'm not happy with it, but I think it comes from. I would say, is ignorance. People not knowing that they feel threatened. Like if you think about it, if you look back in the planter aristocracy in the South, there was this kind of when they had their slaves on their plantations, even the people who didn't, even the whites who didn't own much land or have any slaves, they strived to keep slavery because they hoped they had this power. They felt like even though they had nothing, there was still somebody below them. And so, racism, I think, is just a way of giving yourself power because you feel threatened or because you feel inferior. And then I'd say a really significant example of racism in America is how people feel against the Middle Eastern culture. Because of what happened in 9/11 and because of what's going on in the Middle East, people are just kind of, I think, scared and again threatened, and they look at any Arabics or people from the Middle East with just kind of this fear and this anger of what they've done or what they could do. I think that's another thing. Racism is what someone could do to you or what they might do, and so people try to get rid of it by putting people down. It's like pretty much just an elated form of bullying. And I think ways that it can be reduced is through education, people knowing what's going on. If people just have the knowledge of other cultures, then maybe they wouldn't feel so threatened. Or if people knew other people's ideals and their goals, maybe they wouldn't have any problems with it. So and I think if we can just maybe all know a little bit more about each other and all just kind of think about it for a little longer, then we'll maybe make some headway.
I'm Josh Gottuso. I'm a junior here at Claremont High School. I'm a Sicilian, but I was raised in a white-style family. Some cultural music that we like to listen to. My family personally likes country. When I'm not with my family, I like to listen to rock or rap, that sort of thing. Some foods we like to eat in my Sicilian/white-style family is pizza or pasta. I personally love pizza and hamburgers, but that's just me. The way I feel about racism in the world is that it can't stop. There's just too much ignorance in the world, too much pride, all that good stuff. I personally went down the wrong road with some friends, and I ended up in like a gang sort of type ordeal. And what I learned from that was everything is about your type of race you are. If you're white, you're black, you're Mexican, you're Asian. It doesn't matter. It just matters on what your skin color is. And I have been, since I hung out with those friends, I was always a victim of racism. I'm a smart kid, but not during that time. Just because of the way I dress, the way I look, the way that I talk. People will make fun of me for my skin and sometimes try to fight me. There's just so much ignorance that it almost makes the world entirely even. Makes the world go round in a way. And my final thoughts on racism, it sucks. It's not fun to be a victim. It's not fun at all. It's one of the worst things in this world.
Try to get to know one another and try not to alienate each other, because it's not right. It's not right to hate someone. And I just feel as though we should try to get to know each other and not be as ignorant. I feel as though we should coexist, and this is why we have so many deaths and genocides in the world, is because of stereotypes and racism.
As you can see from these interviews, racism is not only a problem, but an enemy to everyone. One way we can prevent racism is to get to know other people. Don't be ignorant of other people's values and traditions. Just remember, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Otherwise, you may be promoting racism.